Okay, if you look on the main screen of Handheld Sales, we see these different tiles here, your name up in the corner, and one of the things that we these are different, some of the different functions. I won't show you through all of them. Not all of them are completed yet, and some of them do very similar things. So we'll just look at the main functions that you would be using as a salesperson. Of course, the first one is that at the start of the day or the end of the day or different times throughout the day, you want to sync your handheld over the mobile broadband or Wi-Fi. And so down here we see this sync icon. So if we tap on the sync icon there, it asks us the option, do we want to do a full sync? That means to send and receive all items. To send only, so if you've got orders that you just want to send through, you can do a faster sync by send only, or cancel. So we'll do a full sync, and I'll just tap on that. That's now connecting to the office, and it's doing a sync, going through the different things there. And depending on how many items have changed, it'll take up to a couple of minutes. You can see that was pretty quick there. Okay, now we have our screen here. We see customers, products, sales. So I can go in and have a look at previous sales if I want, and list them there, and pick them up, review them, all that sort of stuff. I can go and have a look at just details about products if I want to, and if I tap on there I can search my product list and find details about that. But we're just going to go in as to how you'd normally do a sale, and so what I would recommend is that you go to customers first. So we're going to press on customers, and then we'll see this list of customers. Now I can scroll through this list with my finger, but you know, you've got a lot of customers, it could take quite a lot of time. So I can then tap up the top here and type in the name, and you'll see there's a keyboard that comes up, the name of the customer or part of the name of the customer. Now if you work on customer code rather than name, you can tap over here and have it bring up by code, or you can have by name. So I'm just going to go by name, and I'll choose a customer that we have. So I'll go for, and as you see, as I type in the first few letters, it narrows down the search. If I want the keyboard to go away, just tap anywhere outside the screen and the keyboard goes away. I have my list here, and I'm just going to then choose one of the Wombat Gully Plant Farm customers here. So if I select that, tap over there to bring it up, and now you'll see this list of details about my customers. So it's got the address details, as we'll see contacts and things. If I press on financials down there, it shows how much they owe and recent invoices that are owing. If I press on sales, it could show me some of the recent sales that I've done. We don't have any in here at the moment. And then we see down a bit further down, buy list, and this shows us the products that they normally buy. So we can see these products and go through the list of products that they normally buy with that. If they have any special prices or discounts, that's shown up here as well. And presentations. Now I'll come back to presentations, but that shows you different things that you can show and present to them. So let's go back up to sales here, because we want to do a new sale for it. So we select sales, and then new sale, and it comes up with the sale, and we're ready to add our items. So it says here that list empty, click to add products. So I can go down and I can either add products here off my buy list. So if I go to buy list now, it's going to come up with my buy list, and I can choose items that they normally order and scroll through that list, or I can and in that case, okay, so I've selected an item here asking for me for my quantity. It has a default quantity, but I can plus or minus to increase that, confirm that, and add it to the order. I can also, of course, search. So if I want to search by a particular code or item, I can bring up the items that I want and add them to the order. and confirm. So I can say I've added those on. If I hit the info down here, it will show me some details about the product, its codes, its barcodes, basically the stock quantities when the next order is due in, all that sort of information as well. So it has that if you want to have that. So I've just added a couple of things on my buy list, done on that. You can see they're now on the order. But now I also want to add some other just normal products that they don't some other products they don't normally buy. So I'll go to my products list. So and now I can again search through the list, type in the first few details of the codes that I want. If I'm working through, one of the other things I can do is I can tap up the very top of the screen here, and it'll bring down a department category range list. So in this case we're working off the categories and ranges. So if I'm, for example, looking particularly at indoor pottery, I can tap on indoor pottery. It shows me all of our range names here. So if I'm looking at indoor pottery and I want to look at the bloom range, I can just tap on that, then go done, and this will just show me the items in the bloom range. So again, I can bring out this side panel by tapping on info once I've tapped on something, and I can see the picture of the item. So in this case I can say, okay, there's my bloom pot that I've got there, put in the quantity, and I've got two of those, confirm. Now you may say, well, what if I want to add more than 2 or 3? Then I have the option here, if I go to my quantity, to actually bring up a keyboard, and then I can say I want, say, 13 of those, and confirm on that. So you basically work through your list here, and you can do that through different ranges. And if you want to go back to bring all products and all departments, just go all departments, all categories, all ranges, done, and that will give you the full range of stuff as well. So I've added some items on my order. If I want to change the price, you'll see there's a price button there as well. So I need to add an item to an order before I can change the price. And so in this case, if I bring up the price, I can alter the price to the new quantity, the new amount. So now I come down to presentations, and presentations are an interesting way in which you can visually show people. It's like working through a catalogue book, and so there can be a number of these set up. They're usually set up at the office. And so here's the different presentations. I've got full catalogue, which is everything, but I'm going to use current range because this I know has the all the product images. So I select now current range, and you'll see it now brings up a full screen type presentation. Whereas, and with this I can flick through my different ranges. So in this case I've got my Urban Light, Yardies, Bloom. So these are the different range names, and then as I go through a range name, if I want to bring up the items in a range, I just flick my finger up, and you'll see that it can then work through the different ranges. So I've got my different products within the range here. Now this is really good for showing customers through the different products and describing them, but of course you don't just want to show it to them, you want to be able to put it on an order. So what I do here is tap down here and bring out my side panel, and for each product range as we flick through it, you'll see that the products for that range will come up. So I can go back, for example, here to the Bloom range. There's my image for the whole range, but now when here's the different products that are in the range. So I can see I've got my cones, and I've got an egg shaped pots, and I've got the different colors and sizes. So if I tap up here now and select the item, it shows me the corresponding product with the details, and I can, again, if I tap on I, it can tell me more info about that, stock history, things like that. And if I want to then now add it to the order, I just plus and add that to the order, and then go down to my next item. I don't have to hit confirm on this one. I just basically can just plus and add it to the order, so it allows me to add it quickly. So they might say, okay, I'll have 3 of the yellow, or the yellow. Then I can come down to the next color, and I can have those. And then now if I just want to move along to the next range, I can move through to the next range. I can show them this. They might say, yes, I'll have one of those. Move across to the next range. So I can skip products and just go to certain products within the range. And now I can be flicking through this, showing them that. They might choose the different ones that they want in there. And I keep going down through that. Now again, up the top, if I want to do a search quickly by product range and category, I can just tap up the top here, and you'll see you've got the category and the range. So if I'm wanting to show outdoor furniture keystone, or my letterboxes, just show this outdoor heating, and it brings me into the Aurora range, and then I can flick through the different items in that range, bring out my side panel again, and just with the fire pits and things here, I want to add some items on that. And so I've added now all the items I want to the order. If I just tap down the bottom here, it brings up the details of the range. I can search over here for a particular item in my presentation. So this is really just showing items that specific items in the presentation. It's not your whole product range, but you can do this at any time within an order, and like I said, it's very visual. Bring my finger up here, tap on there to go back, and if I go back to my sale, you'll see it now has my existing items and all the items I've just added with that as well. And I can make changes to there, I can add and delete them. So when I've now finished this, I basically say I want to close my sale. Oh, by the way, another thing there is a signature. If I want to get a signature from the customer, I can do that, which they'll have to probably use the stylist to then sign their name, or their finger if they want, but probably won't work too well. So now I'm going to close my sale, and that's finished. And now you see I've got a sale against the Wombat Gully plant farm, and then I can just go back out to my main screen, customers. If I go and look in sales, I can see the different sales that I have. These are two that I've sent before. You'll notice this one says pending. That means that it's ready to send. If for some reason I want to hold that back and not send it, but I want to send other orders, I can actually go into here, and it says here to hold it, or I can delete the order, or I can edit it to go back into it. But if I want to hold the order, I can just press hold there, and that will stop it from being synced until you've added other items to the order. But you will have to release it in order if you want to send it through to the office. If I want to just see again, remind myself of what's on that order, I don't have to go and bring up the order. I just tap on view here, and it will show me all the items that are in the list on the order that I can have a look at there as well. So that's the main thing that you'll be doing with your sales. And of course now after I do all that, the next thing I want to do is sync that order through to the office. So I'm going to press on sync now. I'm going to go send only, and that's now going to connect to the office, and it's just going to send through that sale that I've taken. So you can see it's reasonably quick. And this is over Wi-Fi. It'll be a little bit slower over the mobile broadband, but so that's it. Okay, so I now have my sales in there. If I go back into there, I can see the sale. It's marked as sent. I can a sent sale, I can review it, but normally cannot change it or delete it after it's been sent to the office. Okay, so that's all really at the moment for that tablet, and just when I want to exit, of course, just X up there and back to my normal windows. Thank you for your time.